All right, welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact. I am not Bill. Let me fix that. How's everyone doing? It's been a bit, hasn't it? TNA should be starting any second now. Bring the chat in here. Punk's in the chat. John Palmer, what is up? Hopefully, this impact is better than last week's nonsense. Well, that's kind of why we didn't do anything. Open fight night. Got some interesting things lined up for tonight, supposedly. Looking forward to it. As we get into tonight's stuff, make sure you guys smash that like button. Oh, we got a different theme tonight. Open fight night. I like that. Something a little different, you know. I don't know if this is going to be like the theme going every week, but at least it is for this week. So I guess it's been oops. So I guess this hasn't happened since 2017. Did I read that correctly? Get out a fresh book. Sinner and Saint. Oh, this is the what do they got? Four. Humble Beast. What is up, dude? So we got what, four tag teams? Is that what's going on here? Kind of feels like a new era starting. Except they haven't. I mean, they made a big announcement as far as some international stuff, but they still haven't announced any. Um, they haven't announced any new TV deal yet. But you know, all things come. Good thing comes. What is it? Good things come to those who wait. Something like that. John Palmer says these are Edmonton matches, the ones that happened up in Canada. So this would have been what, just prior to Bound for Glory. what, a few weeks, a month, something like that. Great hands. Humble beast. Well, it's new. It's not new as in live right now, but it's new content that the people at home have not seen. So, Humble Beast. I'm not watching it at the moment. It's the first original content since Bound for Glory. I'll say that. So, in that sense, it's refreshing. This is some of the unaired content that Bill was talking about. Yeah, and he's seen stuff throughout the last year, here and there. So, um, in this sense, this is not that old, and that's fine. Versus, so Eddie Edwards, Ron Myers, hate black wrestler. What? I should call out Simon Miller. Yes, absolutely. Oh, you're gonna block that guy. Jeez Louise, what is wrong with people? Crazy. Unbelievable. Guys, clearly unbelievable. Hell of a way to come back. Jeez Louise. I my audience knows me and knows I'm I am I am not racist. You know I'm not. That's just some horrible spammer. It's unbelievable. very young Rudy Charles in the ring and this little break we got going here. What is this? Sour black cherry Warheads Ghost. This is not the greatest thing I've tasted, but it's got some caffeine in it. I need some caffeine. Tasha needs to be wrestling more, says John Palmer. I'd like it. Well, now we have someone new in the chat talking about the guy I just banned. That's lovely. Wow. What a way to come back. Just get spammed all night. That's great. Beautiful. Other people can make whatever they want about me. I don't care. And frankly, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Little flashback there. I'm assuming people on Access TV can't. These fake accounts. Unbelievable. Yeah, first time in a long time. That's what I get for promoting the channel. Wake up all the knuckleheads. All right, back to the match here. Thanks, hon. Oh, Brian Myers takes a hard fall outside. Jason Hot screaming, "Order 4!" It's good to see some, I mean, I'll call it original content. I don't care if it's, from this week or whatever. It's still the newest stuff that we haven't seen, so I'll take it. Wow, if that ain't a page out of the old, Team Can book. I need to I need more moderators. Seriously, need more moderators, but I don't have enough regulars on, streams like this. But whatever. Great Hands face turn? I never heard anything. I mean, about we've talked about Jason Hotch breaking away from the good slash great hands at length, but beyond that, I never heard about any aborted plans or anything. I mean, I still I still think Jason Hotch is gonna break out someday. It's just a matter of time because right now Order 4 is, let's face it, Order 4 with Ali is one of the top groups. I mean, they're bigger before they betrayed Cedric. Yeah, Cedric. Um, but now I'm hearing Cedric's not even in TNA anymore. I don't know. I heard something like that. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Precious Steel. Yeah, we need to get some. Need to get some other people in there. We need to get when Hot stood up for Tasha. Yeah, I mean that was definitely a controversial storyline. I'll say this: it did not turn out the way I thought it was going to. It turned out with Order 4 becoming even more powerful. So crazy, crazy. Not the way I thought it was going to turn out. Whoa, Jason Hotch taking a flying leap there from Eddie Edwards. Excuse me. Well, like we do every Thursday, every time we do the live reaction, we switch course on a dime. Yeah, it was not what we expected. Or at least it wasn't what I expected. But it is what it is, you know. So let me know in the chat what you guys are sipping on, what you guys are munching on. I had some leftovers tonight. Nothing to. I mean, it was a good dish. It was leftover pork chops. cream of mushroom soup, fresh mushrooms, onions, um, and then a lot of pasta mixed in. This is actually very good. Boston knee party. Is that gonna do it? That's it. Sinner and Saints didn't even have any part of that match, did they? Unless they were in there earlier and I just missed it because of all the BS in the chat. Rotisserie chicken and yellow rice. Nice. That sounds yummy. Yellow rice. I don't know if I've ever had yellow rice. We got Jody Threat. Oh, Danny Luna. Nice. Well, we've talked about that for a while. Oh, pardon me. Peter Brady on the Brady Bunch. I used to watch a lot of Brady Bunch when I was a kid. I remember that. The best of AJ Styles. AJ Styles versus Bully Ray. Ooh, Bully Ray is a bloody mess there. Holy crap. Does that say Slammiversary 9? Wow. Mayor Mayor says he's calling out John Palmer. Well, good luck. John Palmer, you don't have a choice. You have to fight him now. He called you out. It's open fight night. I'm the only one that has a clause that I'm going to fight even if I'm called out because I'm the host. So sorry, guys. Just saying. Bully Ray. He's a lover, not a fighter. Nope, got to get up a little higher. Yep, there you go. Higher, get up higher. Yep, there you go. Them's the rules, says CJ Martin. What's up, CJ? Oh my God. That was at least a 25-foot drop. Holy crap. OP. Not what OPN is. No, I'm kidding. Open fight night and open, I don't know what you put in for P, but anyways. Don't you love typos? Life's little jokes. Was a last man standing? He just kicked him through the. I totally forgot that. Oh, they cut the video feed. The ref's up to 8 and they cut it. I'm sorry, that was hilarious. Oh, big things. Mr. Elegance. Class, sass, and a big juicy ass? What? Well, sorry, folks. I cannot be Mr. Elegance. I got no ass. Sorry, folks. Are you Mr. Elegance? Well, this should be interesting. Who do you guys want to see as Mr. Elegant? I'm just curious. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. We got to do a that's almost one for a deep dive video by itself. Who is going to be Mr. Elegance? I mean, are they going to just pick someone from the roster? Are they going to pick someone from outside TNA? I mean, they're saying that they must be because they're saying he's going to get a 1 year contract as Mr. Elegance. Jody Threat. Yeah, I always look at Jody Threat's hair and I'm just like amazed by the color. Just getting from having Mexican with my kid, the chimichangas were good. Mayor, Taco Bell doesn't have no chimi chimichangas. I love me a good chimichanga. Hopefully not Tommy Dreamer or Cody Deaner. No, I imagine it's excuse me. I mean, I'll say this about Tommy Dreamer, he's got a bigger ass than me. I'm just saying. I ain't gonna call him juicy or nothing, but all right, back to the match. Friggin' friggin' my allergens and a big juicy ass. I'm like, no, hell no, you did not just say that. Jake something? Stop. He is not. Oh my god. Like, I'm just trying to picture, like, the worst candidates, and then you put, like, a big old freaking boa on them or something. Just picture Jake something with a big ass pink boa and some I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, Jody Threat's in trouble here. I mean, I know Jake something does have a sense of humor. I'll give him that. We've seen him in the stuff with Diener, when they were cousins. Is there someone? There's got to be someone up and coming in the indies that's like standing out. Like you know, I used to be kind of up and up on, who's doing this and doing that in the indies, and now I'm so out of touch with the indie scene. I mean, I know some of the guys that are down in, Trent's company, AAW. honestly, honestly, there is one guy that I can think of down there that would be perfect for Mr. Elegance. Um, and I can picture him, and I can't think of his name. He actually was recently AAW champ. If he's not champ, I really need to check it out. Danny Luna just humiliating Jody Threat right now. I tell you, Dan, a win for Danny Luna here would really cement her as a single star because Jody Threat's not to mess with. Ooh, big suplex from Danny Luna. Lazy cover there. But next week, TNA is live. So very excited about that. Oh, we got a break. All right. We got a little break here. So I'm going to step away for a minute. I'll be back in 2 and 2. All right, we are back. Have you watched NXT lately? Here and there. Here and there. I didn't watch last week's, but I did watch the clip with Kalani Jordan. All right, back to open fight night. Danny Luna is really handing it to Jody Brett here. Lars Fredrickson. Man, remember that? I tell you, I did see the clip with Chelsea Green where she was covered in stuff. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Jason Michael, sup J-Bone, who could be Mr. Elegance? I got a perfect name, 3 names. Ashanti the Adonis, 2, Johnny Swinger, 3, Lexus King. Lexus King. Lexus King is not a bad vote. Johnny Swinger, great name, Daddy. Ashanti the Adonis. He was he the one that was let go from NXT several months ago? I'm trying to think if he showed up anywhere. I'm trying to. No, there was a different name that showed up several months ago for TNA. Brian Pillar, yeah, Lexus, yeah, I know who Lexus King is. And he's just been kind of like in neutral. They haven't really done much with him. I don't know if they're just not impressed with him. He's got a great look. I think he's really talented. Saw that Henry is advertised for some small Florida NXT shows this weekend. He's getting closer to switching over. Well, I know he's scheduled for a match in a few weeks for that Gold Rush thing. Was okay. Got to see the retrospective of Broken. Yeah, yeah. But that's I've seen all that stuff. That's why I skipped it because I mean it's fun, but sometimes you just need a break, just to clear your head, watch some different stuff. I really needed that. So, and the crew was fine with that. They're like, yeah, let's just take a break. Blue Thunder Bomb. No one beats anyone on a Blue Thunder Bomb except for Sami Zayn. Top Dollar's friend from Hit Row. Right. Yeah, I know who he is. I can't remember if he showed up anywhere else already. It's like everyone goes to Tony picks up like so many of them. A couple of them go to NWA. A couple of them go to MLW. Cross went to MLW. His first thing is going to be against Riddle, which I'd love to see him clobber Riddle. So I actually might start watching MLW again. Threats choking her out. Oh, in the ropes. Luna's in the ropes. was gonna say bring back Billy Gunn as Mr. Elegance, but he's part of another promotion. Oh, Billy Gunn would be so funny. Well, he's been quite sassy in the past, hasn't he? He's had pizzazz. Anybody remember Billy and Chuck? Ooh, these two are just slugging it out now. Oh, Danny Luna just knocks her out with a clubbing blow to the head. Jeez. Anybody remember Billy Gunn's old theme? I'm an ass man. Bow, bow. Boop, boop. Cute Kip. Oh, God. Oh, that's right. He was with the beautiful people for a while. That's just crazy. That was before. Whoa, that suplex was amazing. Get her. Luna landing. That is it. Huge win, Danny Luna. Let's go. Look, I like Jody Threat, but Danny Luna needed this. Seriously. That was fun. Fun match. That suplex. Jeez Louise. They just keep replaying it. The biggest thing from last week was Matt having a premonition that the biggest Broken Hearties production will be in 2026, which makes me optimistic they will re-sign with TNA for a little while. That or that WWE will finally accept the broken stuff. Uh-oh, injury report. Look out. Bioflex. It's been several weeks. No one's injured anymore. Bruising. I was going to say Mike Santana is fine. Well, there's Cedric Alexander. Prime Alexander. Still to come. Nice. So he says leave the belt in the back before he won, right? Nice. Well, that's a good sign that Cedric Alexander is still with him, I guess. Randy Sam, what's up? So J Bone, who you like to see become Mr. Elegance in TNA? Do you have any names you'd like to see? I'm I don't know. Mickey James versus Trinity. Where is this? This looks like Chicago. Is this Bound for Glory from a few years ago? Is this one I was at? I can't remember. Wow. Leave the championship in the back. A convenient way to explain the old match. Right? Yeah, totally. But that's okay. I mean, that happens. Not very often, but right. I mean, you can't him coming out with a championship that he hasn't won yet. That just because that would just make some crazy news. Like, why is he doing that? Why was this tape? Blah 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 blah. I cannot remember if I was at this one or not. This totally looks like Chicago. There I am. I was sitting next to Eddie. I just saw myself. Yep, I was at this one. Why don't I remember this? But yeah, I was sitting next to Eddie, and I believe Justin was on the other side of me. Some great memories in Chicago. Great memories. That was the year where I went to Chicago 3 times, once in the spring, once in the summer, once in the fall. Oh, this is a special on Ash? The savior of TNA. Oh, are they gonna explain it in this documentary what happened to her? Immersed, streaming now. Wait, is maybe that's not a new one. Next week, Orlando, 13th, 14th, and 15th. Oh, footage from Santana and Nemeth and El Paso. Doing promotional stuff for this Dr. Ross. How is yes, this is gonna sound like a man that has a little bit of jealousy, but how is his hair still this perfect? It's unbelievable. He'll get some nice warm weekend next week. He does. There you go. That's putting in the work, doing all the media stuff. Ashes advertised to doing meet and greets on Thursday and Saturday shows in Orlando. Wow, that's great to see. Guerrero. Talking to the kids. That's awesome. I heard something interesting. I don't know if you guys saw this. Eddie Guerrero's daughter is now training to become a wrestler. Oh, that's right. The clones showed up out of nowhere. They weren't around very long, were they? Was that the last? That must have been the last time they were in Texas, I'm guessing. Something like that. Who from TNA will wrestle in the John Cena last opponent? I'm guessing. I'm guessing John Henry will. Joe Henry. Excuse me. What did I say? John? You said John Cena, so I was thinking John. Joe Henry. We're gonna beat you like you owe us money. There's Bill. Where's the ref? Bill goes over there. Oh, it's too damn funny. Too funny. Awesome. Oh my God, Jamie, you just talked about MLW. Richard Holiday as Mr. Elegance. Richard Holiday. I don't. And I've not heard much about him. I know he's come back to wrestling after his cancer fight. Come get that to El Paso. Yeah, it was the last time they were in El Paso. Why would they do an El Paso street fight somewhere else? Um, I tell you what, I remember when Richard Holiday was in a stable with um, Hammerstone and what's that guy's name? Can't think of his name. Carlito should. come over to TNA. That would be cool. I'd like to see that. I think he's still very talented. I think he's still very funny. I think it's a bummer he was let go, but oh, they're gonna show the whole match? Okay. Giovanni Vinci? Oh, jeez. Is that the one who hasn't been around in a while in NXT? The guy that was the head of that like mafia type family in NXT with Stacks. Is that who that was? Oh, okay. The heavyweight champion apparently is Trevor Lee. Who did he beat? Ren Jones. That's who I'm thinking of. Ren Jones. He he had a match. I was thinking, okay, I think Ren Jones would be a good Mr. Elegant. If you don't know Ren Jones, just look up some of his matches. I feel like he'd be good. Being a Texas show, they should have a big walk up before the show. Well, I tell you, they drew a nice crowd in Texas, so you know, and considering TNA's done nothing but grow since, um, they should absolutely sell some good tickets. Didn't somebody say that if what if Open Fight Night returns? Then they got the so yeah, this is kind of a rewind, but it is what it is. I'm sure so there's some people that haven't seen this. Rick Dawson. I don't know who said that. Maybe someone did. I don't know. That's funny. Live next week, Orlando, Florida. That's where they're doing the former NXT place, right? Was that Daly's place? No, not Daly's place. Jiminy Christmas. Where's the NXT? It's at the university. Look at that. I take a week off, my brain is just gone. Too many gummies. Full Sail. There we go. I knew I would come up with it. I'm surprised no one in the chat did. That's all right. Yeah, it's definitely Daly's place. Jiminy Christmas. Oops. Full Sail. Yes, thank you, T. He was in the Twitch. Could be somebody else that's Mr. Yes, Full Sail. Thank you. I don't know. I really don't know. It's too early to buy a turkey for Thanksgiving. No, no, you find a good price, you go get one. He threw him. He landed right in. He put. That is so funny. See if we get an announcement of the network. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sure. I mean, it's the first live taping we've had in a while, so I'm sure there's something cool is going to happen. But what I don't, I'm not going to guess anymore about the network stuff because we've talked about it at length. It didn't happen at Bound for Glory. It didn't happen right after Bound for Glory. It's been a month now since Bound for Glory. It's going to happen when it's going to happen. So if we stop expecting it, then it'll be, if we keep expecting it, then and it doesn't happen, then it's just going to be whatever. It's completely out of control. Yes, smash that like button. Thank you, Antonio. You're still saying Paramount? Paramount Plus? I don't know. I don't know. There's so many. Warner Brothers is up for sale. Who knows? One, two. Oh my God, he kicked out. I think it's a network. It's gonna be Paramount. I still believe that because the Hardys are not staying if they go to a smaller channel. And no offense to Access TV, it absolutely cannot be a. There's. Oh, geez, that was a rough fall. Literally bounced off the top turnbuckle, crotched himself. Ugh. Yeah, there's a So he just deleted his yeah. Like they're gonna have some YouTube stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, the table fell. Fix the table. Fix. It should have been a fix the table chant. The table fell down. Paramount or Destiny. She should definitely go back to Destination America. Absolutely. Yes, Matthew. Yes. Clearly bigger than Spike TV era. Better than Pop. Yes, absolutely. 1, 2, 3. Yes. We got the announcement. They are partnering with Claro Sports to bring TNA to 17 Latin America countries. Oh wait, that wasn't the announcement. It's close. It's close. It's an American announcement. It's not it's not the American announcement. The guy had a third grade education. He wrote that sign in crayon. Party, party. The green sign. That's the one that was done by a third grader. Yeah, yeah, we totally got the announcement. Claire remembered I was non-exclusive deal early in the year. It's exclusive now, so they're gonna get paid. That's three ch three channels: Canada, India, and Latin America. They're gonna get paid from all 17 countries. $1 million per country. I don't know. I mean, the international deals are great. You want the brand to be seen by as many people as possible, you know? So, I'm happy about that. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god, it's the" No, that's not the announcement. It was in March. Feels like a lot longer ago than that. Guess guess a lot's happened since then. Gail King versus Velvet Sky versus Tara versus Brooke Tessmacher. Holy crap. Get a UK deal. UK deal would be nice somewhere down the line. I mean, they can watch it somewhere, can't they? I don't know where. Table didn't want to take it. Yeah, the table didn't want to work. Brooke Hogan, a young Brooke Hogan. That Taz? Who is announcing with Taz? Is that a young Josh Matthews? Tanae is obviously there. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at the size of that arena. This gotta be It's gotta be a fair amount of people there. Like, they used to pack some arenas. Anyways, TNT Sports, they named it Terrence Sullivan. Good evening, brother. Taryn Terrell is a referee. Is that before she was wrestling? Robert Robert Flores says T. Hughes. Maybe. It's a while ago. Quite a while ago. Live from Orlando. Next Friday. I don't know what I'm doing next Friday. Probably working, which means I'm going to miss Turning Point, unfortunately. Yeah, that was before she became a wrestler. They pretty much set it up by having her be a referee to have that interaction eventually with. She had an amazing match with Gail Kim. Now they're doing another flashback with AJ Styles and Bobby Roode. Now this is when they were in General Manager Hulk Hogan. Oh my god. Just getting home from work. I'm having lasagna, garlic bread, and seasoned fries for TNI Impact Wrestling Thursday family dinner. Daddy-o. Thank you, Terrence. Thank you, brother. Well, it's a bummer that Rude can't wrestle anymore. He's doing well as a writer slash producer in WWE. Guess he's one of the main ones on SmackDown, I think I heard. Ladder match between Taryn and Gail Kim in Vegas. Yeah. Was that in Vegas? I totally don't remember the location. If you remember that it's in Vegas, good for you, man. That's one thing I do remember about Taryn's run, that she was she did great. My favorite food is lasagna. I can eat a whole pan by myself, says Antonio Baker. We'll give you just a one serving size pan. How about that? Taryn says, boom. Like and Walmart has a good Mexican lasagna. Great flavor. John Palmer says, when do they put beer money in the Hall of Fame? Next year. Next year. James Storm and Bobby. Woo! That'd be nice. Think if neither one is wrestling right now, just don't you don't you have to put AMW in the Hall of Fame first though? Honestly, I mean, you can put all three in the Hall of Fame. This is what I do. I put AMW in the Hall of Fame, and I'd put Bobby Roode in separately for a solo run. Yeah. Tanay and Taz, yeah. Missile drop kick. Styles looks better now than he did in 2012. Uh, I mean, he's more muscular now, but he was I think he did more crazy moves back then. I mean, he still does some, but if you think so, I don't know. I just remember the stuff he did back then, and it was just watching his rise through the company, especially in the Asylum years, was just sick. The stuff he did. Was this an open fight night? Is that where they're showing this? Is that what I saw on the screen there? Open fight night? I mean, he's jacked now. This has got to be an open fight night. I wish they showed the stage real quick because I think it showed. Oh yeah, it is open fight night. It's the same logo, only different. so this is from so this is from 2012. Crazy. Rude is champ here. Yeah. Yeah, Rude had a really good run as champ. I remember he beat James Storm, right? Is that how that went? Oh, his head just hits the camera. Remember, they started this concept, Eric Bischoff and Hogan, the great minds of Eric Bischoff and Hogan. Tanay said Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff is when they started this concept. Bobby Woo. Classic. Blue and white or blue and black. Blue and white, and now it's red and black. Kalani Jordan sitting down with Woo Gia Miller. All right, gonna take a break here, and I'll be back in 2 and 2. All right, what's up, everyone? 10-month reign as champion. Wow. Still don't understand why there weren't new tapings after Bound for Glory. It seems crazy to go this long without follow up. Look, there's a reason for everything. I don't know. I think it's just kind of a reset. Plus, it gives your whole crew a break, a well-deserved break. Have a little snack. Some honey roasted peanuts. That was a hell of an audience. Antonio Baker says, "What are your thoughts on Gremlins Part 3?" I did hear about I saw some headline today that Spielberg is attached to Gremlins 3. I saw the first one in the theaters, scared the crap out of me as a kid. Ronan Blue, what's up? Is today live or tapped? Tapped. It's live next week, but this week is tapped. Big tag team titles. Paige and Chelsea Green. Hendry. Oh, please play that clip. Thea popped out of the cake. I didn't see that. And they put they're not gonna play it. That's gonna be funny. Yeah, Clive Jordan's been busy. I mean, that's the only thing from TNA that's been in action the last few weeks. Not even part of TNA. Jordan Grace and Lei Ying Lee. Triple threat. That's gonna be good. The 18th and the 25th is they're gonna be in New York in the theater of Madison Square. Here's the interview. Oh no, this is Sarah Schreiber. I thought it was gonna be Gia Miller. See what her husband said. Yeah, I saw that. That was hilarious. I saw that. Putting over Ash. That's right, she did beat Mei Ying Lee. I guess it's just a sign that TNA's got some work to do on their women's locker room. Just gonna build some stars. Takes time. Yeah, Cardona said, "Always ready." Oh, just knocked out Jordan Grace. Jeez. Triple threat's gonna be good. Just before Halloween, we had a wrestling wedding dance Steve tying it up. That's right, they got married, yeah. To TNA too. Bridesmaid for Steph. What? Nice. I did not know that. Glad you were streaming again. Thank you, man. Thank you. Up next, main event. Kurt Angle versus Mr. Anderson. Best of Kurt Angle. Got a good crowd there. Is this when? No, I was going to say, is this when Mr. Anderson won? It's not. I'm thinking when he won the title, but this isn't. I don't think this is for a title. Anderson. Anderson. Who did? Yeah, there's no submission. Um, who did he? He beat Jeff Hardy, didn't he? I didn't show even who won that one. It was great seeing Mr. Anderson back. Hey? He was one of my favorites for years. Lots of good immerse specials. What is this? Oh, day one. Trying to see if I recognize any of these guys. Backyard wrestling. Oh my god. Bill's in the chat. What's up? French toast. Is that Rusev? No, it's not Rusev. Well, I don't know who any of those guys were, but Elijah returns with a live concert next week. Nice. Jason Hodge versus Cedric Alexander live. Turning Point. Full Sail. I have no idea what's going on for Turning Point. Because we'll find out throughout the week. Leave your championship in the back. I mean, this has been a fun episode. Not perfect, but it's something. You know, they show a couple classics. It'll be interesting when we get to the review, which will be in about an hour, to get some opinions on who could possibly be Mr. Elegance. Any guesses from Mr. Front Row and or TNI's very own knockout, Alicia? Cedric Alexander, weighing 220. I tell you what, when he was part of that Cruiserweight Classic, I guarantee he was probably about 50 pounds lighter. Guy put on some bulk. Kind of like AJ Styles did. Well, I hope for the fans' sake and for the company's sake and everybody's sake that this was not Cedric Alexander's final match in TNA. Little feeling out here. You got 15 minutes. One more commercial break. As we're just getting into our main event, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Here we go. There's some wrestling. It's the size advantage is in Mike Santana's favor. Is it really? I feel like it's pretty even. J-Bone, have you been listening to SRS lately with your Cedric Alexander speculation? Never. I mean, if he's the one who started it, then so be it. But no, not. I tell you, I love how other channels take Sean Ross Sapp's opinions and twist it as facts, like, "Oh, this is what's actually happening." No, he doesn't know shit. Sean Ross Sapp is a guy that will jump in your DMs, start fights with you, brag about whatever, and then block you. That's Sean Ross Sapp. It's a horrible human being. Will Rally Sport. Hi. Is TNA on tonight? Thought on break until 1 for 11. I read. Yeah, it's on tonight. It's not live. Next week is live. They're showing a couple they're showing a couple classic matches, and they're showing a couple unseen matches, stuff that they taped while up in Canada. A lot of people don't like Sean Ross. It's just I just don't understand how a guy like him has afforded so many opportunities. But yeah, so, like I said, this has been a fun episode. At least it's stuff that we haven't seen before. A majority of it is stuff that we have not seen before. He's been annoying, isn't he? He does argue with people on Twitter. It's a bit childish and sad. He acts like a kid. He does. He acts like a spoiled little brat. Like I said, he jumps into your DMs, tells you you're wrong, that your opinion is wrong. Oh, I remember what it was. It was when I had an opinion about Tessa Blanchard back when all this stuff started years ago, when she had just become champ, or the day before she was going to become champ, and all the crap came out. And I said something online about the women did it because they were jealous of her. And he jumped in my DMs and said, "That's such a horrible take, J-Bone." I was like, really? Really? It's my opinion. I'm allowed to have my opinion. And then he told me he had all these interviews with all these women that said this, that, and the other thing about Tessa Blanchard. And I said, show me. I said, you've got all these interviews. You have all this knowledge. Why don't you enlighten me? He blocked me. He doesn't have crap. Yeah. Yeah, you're allowed to have your opinion, just like I'm allowed to have mine, Always remember this too. That Cora Jade is retiring. Got the information from her Twitter. Just taking a break. What I think is a joke is that Cora Jade is taking a break from wrestling for mental health reasons. So you're going to expose yourself on a website, and that's good for your mental health? Really? Good luck with that. Let's see how good for your mental health that is. Yeah, he's full of it, all right. But whatever. The only thing I'll give him credit for is if he comes out with like a press release, like so and so got released or something like that, and then it gets verified from someone else or whatever. Stuff like that. Fine, whatever. You had an insight on whatever. Fine. Whoa, Michinoku driver. That was so smooth. That's a Cedric Alexander I miss. I hope he sticks around. I'm just saying. Thoughts on the women's title match at NXT, Kamani Jordan. What a feeling. Well, it's supposed to be a triple threat match with Jordan Grace. Those three should be good. Should be a great match. So you got someone from NXT, someone from TNA. It's it's really hard to predict because the whole company is kind of a big question mark right now. I mean, they had some really good success with Bound for Glory, but now, like I said, it's another turning the page chapter, kind of starting fresh. It's hard to tell where they're going to go after this. I'm excited for it. It should be a great, the fact that they're in the theater at New York should have a great crowd. I hope NXT draws really well. I've only seen one other show at the theater for Madison Square Garden, and that was the one that AAA did with Impact. Impact was kind of producing it. That was 6 or 7 years ago. It was a while ago. Armand, what's up, man? 100% agree. These women wrestlers just getting paid way more to sit at home, show some skin, and not travel and be their own boss. Still do it, but then don't complain about mental issues, right? Right. That's the worst thing you could do. What, you're going to get some fake affection from people online paying you to take your clothes off? I joke about putting peanut butter on my feet and taking pictures and putting it online. Am I going to do it? No. The Sims who sign up for that stuff and pay for it are little wackos. So what do they expect to come out of all this? Six figures and no creeps in real life when they cross paths. Good luck, right? There's some sick people out there. You start exposing yourself like that. I by no means say that they deserve bad things to happen to them. By no means. But it's your chances of horrible things happening to you when you start doing stuff like that. I'm just saying. Meltzer has always been biased against TNA, going back to Jerry Jarrett being friends with his rival Wade Keller from Pro Wrestling Tours. Oh, yeah, Meltzer. That's another one. He'll throw his opinion on something and people are like, "Oh, it's facts." Stop. Thoughts on Ridge Holland, GoFundMe, wrestlers helping them out, Chelsea Green and Young Bucks thoughts. I think it's great that he's getting help. I mean, it's I don't know, it's weird. It's a really weird situation. He started shooting his mouth off. They canceled his contract. Now he's complaining he can't pay his I mean, I don't know what they were paying him, but it had to be enough to pay for his mortgage for I don't know how long. Yeah, I said I'm not doing it, Mayor. I said I'm not doing it. Good match. Mandy Rose made $1 million off OnlyFans. Yeah, she did, and hasn't been seen since. Sad. She was a good live, live next week. Ooh, ominous sounding ending there. Is that it? That's it. Top of the hour. All right. Um, yeah, and I'm sure there'll be more stuff that we'll talk about in the review, news, some newsworthy stuff. But thanks for joining me. So first time in what a week or two since we've done this. It's a shame that the hour or the first hour started out with so many trolls. Jeez Louise. First time in a while that's happened. But hey, whatever. It is what it is. So, but yeah, like I said, thanks for joining. Come on back in a little over half an hour and we'll do it again. The full crew should be here. Bill and Alicia. And we'll talk all things TNA. We'll talk some news. We'll rewind what we saw tonight. And yeah, we'll do what we always do. Just having fun talking about TNA. Take care, folks. We'll see you in a little bit.